Well, last couple of weeks have been a bit doom and gloom, haven't they? Soggy. I'm not going in there for a while. I never put it out. No, that's no good. We got makeup. Could do with some makeup. Oh, she's still in Bristol. Hmm. Oh, okay. Working from home. Oh, all right. Okay. 2, 3, 4. What do you mean go? I'm not ready yet. I've got my allergies are playing up and all sorts. Right. Here we go. Some parts of the world it's not Friday yet, and some parts it's been Friday for a while.
That's a good shot of Nicky, isn't it, with the palm trees? All we need now is the French love music, don't we? Dubbed over the top of it. Yeah, my editing suite won't let me do that, will it? I don't think. No, but that would be good, wouldn't it? What do you mean that's going in the outtakes?
Well, welcome back to Rudgey, aka the Doctor. If you just joined us, you do me a favour, hit the like, hit the share, and don't forget the subscribe button. And comment as well. All these things help me. If you visited the Coffee and PayPal page this week, thank you ever so much for doing that. It's a massive, massive help to me. I couldn't do this without you guys. Right, so what we got this week? Well, we've got something slightly different this week. I thought, as I'm editing these videos, as some of you know, I suffer with my mental health, depression, etc. And I thought we'd do something different this week. I'd noticed that the things I've been editing have been a bit grey, lots of rainfall and stuff like that. Now, last Christmas there was a video that I didn't put out that I'd saved from the year before. Plenty of sunshine. I thought I'll stick that out in the middle of winter and it'll cheer us all up. Well, I didn't use it. I used a few of the others, as you know, if you follow me regularly, but I didn't use this particular one. And it's about Trapezaki. So it actually compares it with another beach, but we'll get into that in a minute. So I thought this week I'd stick that out because you're all getting fed up with the grey scenes, I would think, by now, although it gives you an insight as to what the island's like during winter. So I think that's what we'll do this week. So you're going to see an old editing suite now, and I'm going to chop it about and maybe put some bits and pieces in that I can do nowadays. Remove a few bits, put a few bits in. So we'll see how this goes. It's a first for me as well. So here we go. Let's get on with the video.
It's Friday. Welcome back to the channel, you wonderful 700 and nearly 800 people we've got watching now. At this point, there might be more than that because this video won't be going out for another month or two, I don't think, due to the complicated editing structure that me and my crew have. Me and my crew. Where are they? Guys? See, they're probably in the taverna again. Can't blame them. Can't blame them, but makeup would have been useful. Anyway, I digress. So what have we got this week? Well, this week I asked the question, which is best? Controversial, this one. Trapezaki or Lepeda? Yeah, you weren't expecting that, were you? Neither was I, to be fair, but I've been asked to do it, so that's what I'm doing. I know which one I prefer, but that's more down to loyalty, I think, than anything else. However, that's what we're doing this week. So, without further ado, shall we? Be rude not to, wouldn't it? Well, being as this channel is supposed to be about my daily antics, though it's not really about that these days, I suppose. I just fancied coming to Trapezaki. Haven't been here for a while. Well, I came the beginning of the year. Those of you who watch me regularly will have seen that video. There's usually a beach bar here, and there isn't this year. Now, some of you won't like that, but I think it's probably doing the beach some good because it's nice and peaceful. Look at that. So let's take a walk and I'll show you what this beach is about and where the taverna is. Oh, I wonder what plants those are. To do with Tom and Vicky here. Tom's got a nap on his phone and he could have told me what that was. Anyway, Black Pearl's in the shade. I've switched the ignition off for a change, so she's okay. let's go and have a wander down to the taverna, and then we'll walk back up the beach and you can see what that's like. I've been at the post office. The young lady in there talked me into having another half. I only usually have half a beer, perhaps once every blue moon, but it was hot today. I got fed up with water, so yeah. Anyway, she brought me a bit of pizza out and another beer. So I've had a full pint of beer now. It's very nice. So if you're watching, thank you for that. Ah dear, the post office, you can't beat that. So there's the taverna. Haven't been in there for quite a while. This is the far end. Somewhere to bring and put your boat. Lovely beach. Back in the day when I came here 30 years ago, on the odd occasion that we hadn't got a bite, but that never lasted very long, it wasn't for more than a day or two, it was just a hiccup if it was and we were waiting for one to be delivered, I'd walk from Lourdes and I'd walk all the way along this beach here. Hasn't really changed very much, which is what I like about it really, I think. Look how clear that water is. I think you'll agree you can't beat that, can you? So, if you fancy a quiet beach and a spot at lunch, I recommend this. Although I do still love Lourdes, that is my village really. Alright, let's go across the bridge. And listen to that, guys. It's very quiet, no music. The Rudgey likes that. Now, I'm not against music. I mean, for God's sake, I was a musician, professional musician for 15 years. But it's nice to have a bit of peace and quiet on a beach, don't you think? Yeah, there you go. I think this is the bus stop. I wouldn't like to tell you how often the bus arrives. My village gets one in the morning at about 7:45, and if you miss the one back from Augustoli at 12 o'clock, that's it. Anyway, there you go, the wonderful Trapezaki beach. If you want to, you can get in the shade this time of day up by where those people are stood. Anyway, let's have a little bit of a walk, shall we? Certain times of the year we get some seaweed on here, but they usually come and retrieve it. It makes good fertiliser apparently. What a wonderful day to be alive. I think out of all the beaches that I've visited and shown you this year, this area takes some beating really. And yeah, alright, a lot of you are going to miss the beach bar. I don't. I don't. There's a taverna if you want something to eat and drink. And if you just want to be quiet and have a swim.
Well, this has got to be the place, hasn't it? Anyway, let's get back aboard the Black Pearl, and this is your roving reporter Rudgey from Trapezaki Beach. And by the way, I can't give you a price on the sunbeds. There aren't any. We're old school here. Bring your own. Or that's what me and my ex-wife used to do years ago. Beach towel, buy a brolly from the supermarket or borrow one from your establishment you're staying at. They've usually got a few. Rock up, stick it in, it's all free. Best things in life are free. I mean, do you want to lie next to 50 other people on sunbeds for when you can do that? But you know, that's just my opinion. Yours is probably different. As for the Black Pearl, she don't care. As long as she's got oil in her, water in her and petrol, and she's in a cool spot, she's quite happy. Well, another day, another dime. Here we are in Luxury. As you can see, that's where the ferry is now coming in from Argostoli this year. Although they say they're going to change that again at some point. That's just a minor hiccup, really. So long as you know that it'll either come in there or here, then you're fine. But it looks like they're still using that over there. They've got a kiosk and stuff there. And as I said before, you can pay on the ferry. You don't have to buy a ticket to go to Argostoli. Anyway, why are we in Luxury? Which is looking fabulous today, I have to say. Well, we'll get into that in a minute. I'm here to do something controversial. I'm going to ask you which is best, Trapezaki Beach or the one we're going to now. But we'll get into that in a minute. I'm now stood outside the monument, which is there. Now, Bear Grylls was telling me about this the other day. During the war, well, just after the war, they held the Olympics, and of course they hadn't got many people to fill the events they once did, so they decided to open a new event, a hula hoop event. And this guy here, Spiro Spinelopoulos, he won apparently. Gold medal, yeah. So that's what that's about. Anyway, in the comments what you think of Bear Grylls' analogy of that. Let's go to the beach and find out which one's best, Trapezaki or the one we're going to now. Right, so you'll come up from the port, the road bears round to the right, and it's first left where that car's turning now will take you back to where we've just come from. Here's your landmarks. There's an AB food market, and you just basically follow the road straight up there. Follow your nose, you can't go any further, and you'll come to this wonderful beach I'm going to show you. Right, well, we're not there yet. I just thought I'd show you the picturesque route. I can't talk for too long because Nikki's getting impatient. I don't know whether you can hear her. So yeah, over there you've got the White Rocks Hotel, all that area. There's your lighthouse right in front of my finger. So around the corner is Argostoli. The ferry runs from over there through and across to there, and if you keep going where that yacht is, you might just about make out on your screens in the distance, you'll eventually hit Italy. There slightly to your left, and that's Zakynthos. So there's your bearings. Better get back on Nikki before she gets impatient with me. I met a young lady from the Netherlands who'd lost her baggage. I think she said she was from the Netherlands. Yeah, she did. So there she is, look. Yeah, I hope you're having a good time, and I hope losing your baggage hasn't ruined it for you. And to the guy who I've just met in the bakery getting his sausage pie with his mother, who looked about, I don't want to be rude here, I thought she looked about 30. Turns out it's his mother. I'll have some of what she's taking, because you look very young and very good on it. He's given me a good tip. When you're out here, look out for the sausage pie with 2 sausages in it.
I'm certainly going to now, so that's a good tip. So thank you for that, mate. Your name escapes me for the minute. I do apologise, but we all know my memory is terrible. Let's get on to the beach, shall we? Right, well here we are. Beach stretches out all the way up there, as you can see. I've never actually walked up there. I might in a bit, who knows. But if I turn round, there's your facilities. Nice little taverna there. There she is again, look. You're on YouTube now. Yeah, you'll be the nicest people on the YouTube. Or was that a Honda? Anyway, let's get on. So yeah, this is the beach. And yes, I can recommend the taverna. It was, well, I say that, it came at the beginning of the year. And it was all right then. So the thing I like about this is you've got little sections where if you want to swim in the sea, you've got that. They've also got a thing for disabled people there, which is great. And then here, great for the kids this. I would imagine, I've never been in there, but I would imagine that gets quite warm with the summer sun on it, and it gets refreshed by the sea. I say, if you flick through my videos, I did this at the beginning of the year, this beach. I just thought it was a good comparison. It's got red sand, there's plenty of it, and I suppose it must be luxurious answer to Trapezaki. Lots of interesting little places. I remember when I was a kid, I used to love things like that. Go exploring. Imagine it's quite good for paddleboarding on a calm day. It's not too bad the day. I'd go out paddleboarding now. No, I wouldn't. You're not going to get me near one. He said confidently. So yeah, there we go. That's the beach. It's not time for a coffee because I've just had a sausage pie. What it is time for though, as we're late in the afternoon, as you can see, is a bit of a ride on Nicky. I'm not going to catch the ferry. I rode round here. I intend to ride back. But yeah, what a wonderful place. I know which I prefer. I'm not going to tell you. But of course I'm pretty loyal, so there's a clue. But look at that, guys. What a fantastic place. Kefalonia, the island that just keeps giving. There you go, there's your signage. Yes, we are at Lepeda Beach. So, tell us what you think. Which is best, Trapezaki or Lepeda? Maybe you like both. Yeah, I know I'd find it hard to make a decision on which one was best. But I mean, look at that, guys. Fantastic. What I forgot to tell you was, directions. If you were coming on the ferry, you'd get off the ferry, you'd turn left and follow your nose down past the Port Authority. The road bears round to the right. First left, you'll see the landmarks that I gave you, Jumbo and the supermarket. Follow that road right the way to the end, past where I showed you the little jetty. And there's a T-junction there. Turn left and it will bring you down here. There you go, as easy as that. Just one more thing, I know quite a lot of you are interested in sunbeds and all that sort of stuff. So there's your signage for where everything is. And as I said, I'm quite impressed with that. They've got a disabled ramp. So those people don't need to feel left out. They're unable-bodied, we can get here in the water. What a great idea. Right, back aboard the Black Pearl and off we go. Well, I just thought I'd stop for a minute on the way home. Probably put this in the outtakes. It's the Bucket's favourite fire truck. Looks like it was long since pensioned off. For those of you who are lorry enthusiasts, there's the badge. Even I'm not quite sure what that is. Well, rotten, that's what it is, but apart from that, look at that. Yeah. I don't imagine the sea does it much good. Really. It's a shame it's just been left there though. Of course they're running these now. And they're not that new, really. And they're going a bit rotten. Well, that's interesting because we've got some very new ones over in Augustoli. Yeah. You wouldn't want that trying to rush out to put your fire out, would you? I bet it was a great old thing in its day though, look at it. What a lovely vehicle that is. Well, have you ever wondered if you got off the ferry in Lixuri and turned right instead of left, which I've been telling you to do on this video, what would happen if you just followed it as far as you could? This is what would happen. You end up in somebody's backyard. Yeah. Looks like when it's stormy this floods. But very peaceful here. Can't get any more remote than this, can you? So yeah, that's that's what's down here. There are some little houses dotted along the road, but it's compacted gravel and then it turns to this sandy track. Interesting though, don't you think? But that's what this channel's all about. My inquisitive nature has took me to every little nook and cranny on this island over the 30 years I've been coming. I've been very lucky being able to do that. And as I keep saying, if it wasn't for you lot, I wouldn't be able to. Whether I'd be able to live here or not would be another thing, but I certainly wouldn't be able to go around exploring the place like I do. So yeah, that's what's down there. I'll now stick the camera to my chest and we'll film a bit of it. Okay, we'll film on the way back. Little doggy's come to say hello. Luckily, he's friendly. So there is a house, there's one up there. Imagine living there. Quite interesting, really. I've never been down there, so it's another first for me. It's like a little vignette I'd go on there, actually. So yeah, not a lot down here. Like my little road. If you're coming in your hire car, it is compacted gravel most of the way. But unless you like to eat your sandwiches somewhere remote, it's there's not much here really. I'm not even sure I'm going to go swimming here, to be honest, a bit heavily. Wow, look at that.
the tarmac. He really doesn't like going at these speeds. Difficult to get gears. Look at that little launch. I know somebody would love that. Andy Thomas would love that. The church there, and somewhere to sit and contemplate your faith. Which is where I think I'll switch the camera off.
So there you go, that's what's at the end of that road. What a fantastic day to be alive. Well, yeah, that's what's down there. And as I said earlier in the video, for those of you who come here a lot, you used to get the ferry where those two are. You don't now, you have to come along that bit of road there, right out at the edge of the port. So here, somebody going out for a bit of a sail. Or maybe they're on passage somewhere, who knows. I keep getting asked whether I missed the boat. No, that's the answer. I don't miss the expense, the problems, constant fixing things, because there's always something. What I do miss is on a nice day going out with my friends, but as I said to somebody last night, how often was I able to do that? I've got some nice memories, but to be honest, the weather was never that good. Whenever you got time to go, the weather was rubbish. Anyway, looks like this guy's caught something. Let's go and see, because I know Andy Thomas of A&J Thomas Boat Builders. If you've got a wooden boat, go and see them in Gampton. Andy will be interested in this. I thought he caught something then, but I don't think he has. Oh, maybe he has. No, got his line stuck. We've all had that happen, haven't we, Andy? I caught a rock once. Now, one or two of you have been asking about the tyres. This one is about a year and a half old. Plenty of tread on it, as you can see. Hardly any chicken strips, and I'm not boasting about that. It's not big or clever chicken strips, especially on these roads, but it's wearing nicely, that one. Might need one towards the end of next year, but it's all right for the minute. Front one, absolutely knackered. Absolutely, I've got to go. I've ordered one. Not only hasn't it got much tread left on it, but it's gone really hard, which makes the ride pretty interesting. Yeah. And that, my friends, is the end of another day in Rudge World, or Rudgey, aka the Doctor. Get the black pearl home and get her washed. Okay, so I might have got this wrong in the last video. It's £3.90 for me and the bike, the black pearl, pay on board, and €3 as a foot passenger. That's one way. And I've just asked the lady, so it's fresh in my mind. So there you go. I'm not quite sure how much it is for a car, but like I said before, check with your rental company. They don't always like you taking them on the ferry. Well, that was this week's episode of Rudgey, aka the Doctor. If you visited the Coffee and PayPal page this week, thank you ever so much for doing that. It's a massive help to me. I don't think some of you realise just how big a help that is at the moment. And for those of you who subscribed to the channel, thank you ever so much for doing that. That's a big help too. So I look forward to seeing you all next week on another exciting episode of What's Rudgey, aka the Doctor, going to get up to next time. So keep mucking about. Remember, we're only here for a short time, not a long time. Make the most of it. I'll catch you all next Friday. Thanks for watching. Stood here by the memorial for, well, Bear Grylls tells me, so it's his fault this is wrong. Yeah, apparently during the war, well, after the war, when they held the Olympics just after the war, and they hadn't got enough people to cover the events. So they decided to hold a hula hoop. I'll start that again, shall we? So what are we doing here, Rudgey? You're asking me. We were in Trapezaki a minute ago. Well, I'm going to do something quite controversial. I'm going to ask you. Start that again. You notice that woman was following me about? Yeah, she was. Imagine living in that house there. I mean, whew, yeah. Hey, look at that. I mean, mind you, I bet it gets really windy when it blows here, because when it blows here, it does blow. Rambling now, yeah, I know. Cut. So here we are in sunny... Where are we? Forget it. Cut. Start again. 2, 3, 4. So here we are in sunny... 2, 3, 4. Take 2. So here we are in sunny Lepeda. There's a cut, isn't it? We're going to have to do that again, aren't we? Yeah. Cut. What take are we on now? I've completely lost the plot. What do you mean you're going to get another presenter? I'm it. You can't do that. Channel's named after me. Whew. Cut. Look, we need makeup now. My hair's been blown everywhere. My hat's not fitting right because I've got a bit sweaty under there. Can we have makeup, please? I didn't take my glasses off because of last night. Whew. It was a heavy night, wasn't it? Yeah, it was that Kate and that Kathy and that Marion and Hugh. Yeah. They didn't half drink. What do you mean they'd gone by the time I'd started? Well, okay. Cuts. Okay, well that's that then. That's a take, is it? Yeah. Can we dig one of these up, take it home? It'd be nice in my garden, wouldn't it? What do you mean you're not allowed to? Oh, I suppose, yeah, somebody might get upset, mightn't they? Yeah. Oh yeah, I thought that went well, don't you? Yeah, I think I did a good job of that. Could do with a bit of a trim round here, guys. We got makeup. It's a bit stubbly. What do you mean cut? Oh, we're still on. Cut.
Well, that was this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed editing it and making it work with the new format that I've now got. And it'll be interesting, won't it, to see how Trapezaki progresses with the work they're doing down there, because now it'll be fresh in everybody's minds. I hope to go down there next week and the week after, just to see what they're doing. They're cracking on with that now. Although, like I say, we did have a lot more rain today, a lot more rain. But yeah, we're all okay. So yeah, if you haven't already, as I said earlier, hit the like, hit the share, don't forget to subscribe. And don't hit the subscribe button twice because you'll unsubscribe. You can hit it 3 times if you want. I think that'll put you back on. Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? So anyway, I'll see you guys next week, and thanks for watching, and thanks for all your support. If you hit the Coffee and PayPal page this week, as I keep saying, thank you ever so much for that. It's a massive, massive help to me. I wouldn't be able to do this without you. So I'll see you guys next week.